Hey guys, Tosh here, and I got a Spellcaster update. I kind of gave up on the lockdown, and I'm more going towards like a OTK deck. Even though I know Spellcasters are slow, it still could run an OTK deck. Now this build actually revolves around Tempest Magician and Citadel. I kind of just side out the Secret Village now, but it depends, like, and Breaker and Defender actually make they play a major role in this deck now. So let me just get to the deck. Two Breakers. I might add a third one, but I like how two runs right now. There's only 19 monsters in here, so it's just I don't know, I like how it was working right now. Two Defenders. Defender's such a great card, especially if Citadel is on the field with a bunch of spell counters, and normally that is what happens. If a spellcaster would be destroyed, I can just remove one spell counter instead of that monster, and this saves my monsters so much because then I could just synchro and just keep burning my opponent, like, you know. And I've added a couple other cards in here too. Two magical exemplars. So now I know what I can do with her. I can just either I can special summon from my hand or graveyard, or I can just keep her spell counters synchro for Tempest Magician and just have extra spell counters to burn my opponent. Yeah, so I might add a third one. Well, most likely I might add a third one, but the way it's been working, it's just been great. 3 Night End. I think there's one behind this one. Yeah, 3 Night End. Such a good tuner, especially because it has 13 attack, and now since I have Defender, I can just negate it from being destroyed. 2 Kaikus. I took out the third one because I needed to make space for Defender, but I like how 2 Kaikus go right now. 2 magical marionettes. This is a really good card. Still my favorite spellcaster. 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Such an amazing card right here. Especially since I'm running like, what is it, like 3 or 4 lights now. But I usually get him towards the late game. Either that or I keep him in my hand until you know, I can summon him. Gores, just because I take battle damage. And he helps out a lot too. Just a high attack point monster. A 1 command. I took out the other one because it was just giving me dead draws and shit. But this is a really good card. It negates monster effects that specifically target him. Like, say Gale would try to shrink him, no, it'd be negated. So yeah, let me just keep going. Morphing Jar, because you do deplete your hand fast with this deck. Though you think it's a slow deck, it really does deplete your hand. And it helps out with Tempest and shit. Summoner Monk, y'all should know, does discard 1 spell card and special summon. I might end up taking him out and putting in a Sandgan because my spell cards actually play a major role in this deck. 1 Solemn, even though I might take this out just because I hate paying half my life points. It's just like risking it. Torrential, and I hate blowing up my own monsters. Like, I might change that for a Mirror Force if I get one. Magician Circle, such a good card. Activate only when a spellcaster declares an attack. Special summon spellcaster with 2,000 or less attack from your deck, both you and your opponent. But yeah, called the Haunted, a new monster reborn, let's say, slower version. So here we go. Here's Magical Citadel. This is such an amazing card. Like, alright, you get it on the field, you just start activating spells. It gains a bunch of spell counters really fast. You or your opponent. Your opponent can't MST it, can't even Dust Tornado, or they can't even put another field spell, because if this card would be destroyed, I could just remove a spell counter to prevent it from being destroyed. Yeah, and I don't know. And you can let's say I have Breaker, I can remove spell counters from this card instead of Breaker, so I can keep Breaker at 19. So it's such a good card. 2 Terraformings just to search it out. And another thing this deck runs on is Magical Dimension. I have 3 of them just to special summon the high level monsters, destroy 1 monster instead of just tribute summon and don't get one. I get a free kill when I play Magical Dimension plus spell counters. MST, Swords, Lightning Vortex, Heavy Storm, Brain Control. Yeah, just like some staples, I guess you can say. Allure, 2 of them just for draw power, just because I have no draw power in this deck, and 2 spell power grass just to thin out the deck and add more spell counters onto Magical Citadel or Magical Exemplar. Just all over a good card. And this is the main monster of the deck, Tempest Magician. I run 2. Imagine getting both on the field with like 10 or 15 spell counters on Magical Citadel. It'd just be a super burn. Arcanite, Explosive, and this is gonna be a Goyo, but I just have Gaia for right now. So yeah, tell me what you guys think and just hit me up. I'll take suggestions. The person that actually encouraged me to build a deck like this was some dude named Zippo. So yeah, just hit me up and tell me what you think. Peace.